Reality doesn't shift quietly. It warns you first, in symbols, distortions, and fractures in the energy field. Right before a quantum leap occurs, the matrix surrounding your current timeline begins to unravel. Most people walk straight past the signs, numbed by routine and logic. But for the awakened, the disturbance is undeniable, like a static hum in the soul, or a sudden warp in the laws that govern cause and effect. You are not losing your mind. You are shedding a version of it. These moments, what we call energy glitches, are not accidents. They are intelligent distortions, deliberately designed into the architecture of consciousness. They emerge to signal that the simulation you've been operating in is no longer stable. A new sequence is being prepared, and before you shift into it, you must pass through the breach. This breach doesn't come with instructions. It comes with anomalies. Time collapses. Patterns repeat with eerie precision. People vanish or reappear with new energy. Your thoughts begin manifesting with strange accuracy or strange resistance. These are not symptoms of breakdown. They are evidence of a hidden upgrade system being activated beneath your awareness. In this transmission, you'll discover 5 specific energy glitches that appear when your current reality is reaching its expiration point. They are not spiritual metaphors. They are mechanical indicators of an impending quantum shift. And once you recognize them, you can align yourself with the override code of your own destiny. You were never meant to sleep through your evolution. The signs are everywhere. The system is bending. If you're ready to step beyond the glitch and enter the next sequence, declare it in the comments with, "I see the breach." If this message activated something deep in you, give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe for more transmissions that unlock the hidden architecture of your reality. Let's decode what most ignore. Glitch 1. The shifting perception of reality. In the midst of a quantum shift, one of the first glitches that often occur is the shifting perception of reality. As you go through this process, cognitive dissonance can set in, making everything around you feel strangely foreign. It's as if you're suddenly seeing the world through the eyes of someone else, like a temporary disconnection from your usual experience. This sensation of detachment can be unsettling as you struggle to understand why familiar places, people, and objects no longer evoke the same sense of comfort or recognition. It's a feeling that makes the world feel more like a dream or an illusion than solid reality. Alongside this dissonance comes reality warping. The ground beneath your feet, once firm and dependable, now feels uncertain. Places you've visited countless times before seem altered, distorted, or unrecognizable, even though they haven't changed. The familiarity you once felt is replaced by a sense of strangeness, as if your personal perception of what was once solid and stable no longer fits. You may find yourself questioning how something so deeply embedded in your life can suddenly feel out of place. This is a sign that your perception of reality is not what it seemed, and that your awareness is shifting. This leads to what could be called a surreal awareness, where everything you once took for granted now seems to contradict itself. Your thoughts and experiences no longer align in a way that makes logical sense. What once seemed clear and rational now feels bizarre or out of sync. This feeling can be disorienting as your mind tries to hold on to old frameworks that no longer fit with what is unfolding around you. It's as though you are floating between two worlds, one that feels familiar and another that is emerging, yet impossible to grasp. As this shift deepens, you may experience ego dissolution. The sense of self that you once held onto may begin to unravel. You might look in the mirror and not recognize the person staring back at you, as if the essence of who you are is fading or transforming into something new. This loss of the familiar self can prompt existential questioning, leaving you wondering who you are and what your place in the world really is. The mind-body disconnect is another crucial aspect of this glitch. Your mental state and physical sensations begin to feel misaligned. What your mind believes or feels may no longer match up with how your body reacts or responds. It's as if the mind and body are no longer communicating in harmony, leading to a sense of disjointedness that can be difficult to navigate. This disconnection further deepens the sense that the reality you once knew is slipping away, replaced by something more fluid and hard to define. Glitch 2. The disintegration of linear time. The disintegration of linear time is one of the most perplexing glitches that can occur during a quantum shift. It begins when you experience the strange stretching and contracting of time, where moments seem to last an eternity, and then suddenly hours fly by in what feels like minutes. In these moments, time becomes an abstract concept, no longer something that follows a neat, predictable pattern. You may feel as though you're caught in a place where time behaves erratically, making it difficult to track the passage of events. It becomes a disorienting experience as you realize that the familiar rhythm of time has somehow been altered. Alongside this distortion of time comes the sensation of temporal paradoxes. Events begin to unfold in ways that challenge your understanding of how time should operate. The past, present, and future start to collapse into each other, creating a swirling confusion where moments from different timelines appear to overlap. The sense of cause and effect becomes blurry, as outcomes happen before their causes or vice versa. This creates an unnerving feeling that time itself is no longer linear, but is instead folding in on itself, allowing different temporal layers to merge. It is as though the fabric of time is unraveling, creating an environment where everything becomes fluid and unpredictable. In the midst of this chaotic flow, there can be moments where you feel an intense sensation of timelessness. Entire chunks of time, whether it be hours or even days, seem to vanish from your awareness. It's as though you enter a space where time simply does not exist, leaving you puzzled when you try to piece together the missing moments. You may look back and wonder where the time went, as if it had been absorbed into an alternate dimension or slipped through the cracks of your consciousness. This lapse in awareness can create a deep sense of disorientation, as the structure you once relied upon to track your life disappears. Equally confusing are the recurring moments that occur during this glitch. You may find yourself reliving the same situations over and over again, trapped in a loop where time seems to reset. Certain actions, encounters, or conversations feel strangely repetitive, as if you're caught in a cycle that doesn't let you break free. This repetition can make you feel like you're stuck in a time loop, unable to move forward, as if the same moment is being replayed repeatedly, only slightly altered each time. Finally, chronological confusion sets in, where even your most mundane routines feel out of sync. The usual flow of events no longer happens in the same predictable sequence. You might arrive at a meeting and feel disoriented because it seems as though the order of events should be different. Your daily life, once so structured and organized, now feels unpredictable and jumbled, leaving you questioning the familiar rhythm of time. Everything that was once stable begins to feel fragile and unmoored, contributing to a growing sense that time itself is dissolving. Glitch 3. Disrupted emotional patterns. Disrupted emotional patterns are a deeply unsettling glitch that can arise during a quantum shift, leaving you grappling with intense and unexpected emotional experiences. One of the most confusing aspects of this phenomenon is the sudden and unpredictable emotional shifts that can occur without any clear external cause. For instance, you might feel a wave of joy that suddenly transforms into sorrow, or a surge of anger that unexpectedly dissolves into calmness. These shifts can happen in rapid succession, leaving you questioning not only your emotional state, but also the stability of your own feelings. The lack of clear triggers makes it hard to understand why such drastic emotional changes are happening, creating a sense of disorientation and confusion. Alongside these unpredictable emotional shifts comes an overwhelming emotional overload. You may feel bombarded by a flood of emotions that seem to arise from nowhere. These feelings often lack logical explanation and can be so intense that they are difficult to process or understand. The sensation of being emotionally inundated can be overwhelming, as if the emotional current has taken on a life of its own. It becomes harder to make sense of your inner state, as emotions may seem disconnected from any real event or situation. This leads to a sense of being out of control, as your emotional landscape fluctuates erratically. Another peculiar aspect of this glitch is the experience of detached emotions. At times, your emotions might feel entirely foreign to you, as if they belong to someone else. This detachment makes it difficult to connect with or understand your own feelings. You may feel as though you're watching your emotional responses from a distance, unable to fully engage with them. It's almost as if there's a barrier between you and your own emotional experience, leaving you in a state of inner confusion and alienation. In addition to these emotional fluctuations, there is an increase in sensitivity to the emotions of others and the environment around you. Your ability to perceive and absorb emotional energy becomes heightened, leading to a sharper awareness of the feelings of those around you or the energy in the atmosphere. This intensified sensitivity can make interactions with others feel overwhelming as you become acutely attuned to emotional undercurrents that were once unnoticed. The world around you may seem emotionally charged, with every situation or encounter feeling more intense than it did before. Finally, this constant emotional turmoil can lead to a state of emotional exhaustion. The relentless flux of emotional states without time to fully process or release them leaves you feeling drained. You may find yourself craving solitude, seeking refuge from the emotional chaos that seems to be constantly swirling around you. The need to retreat becomes essential in order to regain a sense of balance and to make sense of the emotional chaos. The toll this glitch takes on your emotional energy can be significant, creating an overwhelming desire for rest and recuperation from the emotional overload. Glitch 4. Perception of self and identity shifts. During a quantum shift, the perception of self and identity can become one of the most jarring glitches. The loss of identity is often the first noticeable shift, where you feel disconnected from the version of yourself you once knew. It's as if the person you were no longer exists, and someone else is inhabiting your body. This can create an unsettling feeling of unfamiliarity within your own skin, leading to deep existential questions. You may catch yourself wondering if the person you used to be still exists, or if you've evolved into someone entirely different without realizing it. This disconnection from your previous self is often disorienting and difficult to comprehend, especially if the changes are subtle but undeniable. Alongside this sense of losing yourself, there may come the experience of multiple selves colliding. This occurs when you begin to feel like different versions of yourself exist in different contexts or times. You may find that in some situations, you are one person, while in others, you're someone entirely different. This shift can lead to confusion about which version of yourself is the real you. Are you the person you present at work, the one you show your family, or someone else entirely when you're alone? This confusion can make it difficult to discern your true identity, causing a deep internal conflict and a sense of fragmentation within yourself. An existential crisis often accompanies these shifts in identity. As the boundaries of your self-awareness begin to erode, you may find yourself questioning your purpose, desires, and motivations. What once seemed clear about your life's direction suddenly feels uncertain. Your previous goals and dreams may no longer resonate with you, leaving you wondering who you really are and what you're truly meant to do in the world. The questions that arise from this crisis often don't have clear answers, leaving you in a state of inner turmoil and reflection. Your self-image can also undergo a dramatic alteration during this time. The way you view your physical self may change, leading to feelings of discomfort or detachment from your body. You may no longer recognize the person in the mirror, even though you know it's you. This disconnection can cause a sense of alienation, where your physical presence feels foreign or out of place. It's as if the body you once felt at home in has become a stranger, making it harder to maintain a sense of continuity between who you are and how you appear to others. Lastly, self-fragmentation can occur, where parts of you feel scattered or misaligned. You might feel as though you are a composite of many different versions of yourself, each with its own desires, goals, and aspirations. These different versions may not seem to integrate well with one another, leaving you with a fragmented sense of self. This disjointed experience of identity can lead to confusion about what you truly want and what path you should follow in life. The different pieces of you may pull in conflicting directions, creating a feeling of being torn between various aspects of yourself. Glitch 5. Synchronicity and cosmic alignment. In the midst of a cosmic glitch, synchronicity and cosmic alignment begin to unfold in ways that feel otherworldly. Divine timing emerges as one of the most striking experiences, where moments of perfect alignment occur, seemingly by accident, but with such precision that it feels as though the universe itself is orchestrating the events in your life. These moments may come when you least expect them, finding yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, or encountering the perfect opportunity. It's as though the cosmic gears are clicking into place just when you need them to, and there's a sense that you're being guided by an invisible hand. These moments give you a sense of peace and reassurance, as if everything is unfolding exactly as it should. As these divine moments unfold, you begin to notice that synchronicities occur in clusters, creating a pattern of events that feel too significant to dismiss. These seemingly unrelated occurrences, like running into an old friend at the exact moment you were thinking of them, or hearing the same message from multiple sources, begin to connect in ways that defy normal logic. Each event seems to amplify the others, forming a web of interconnected moments that suggest a greater meaning behind your actions and thoughts. It becomes clear that the universe is speaking to you through these patterns, And while their exact meaning may be elusive, their presence is undeniable. Alongside these synchronistic events, you may also feel an increased sense of intuitive guidance. Your gut instincts become louder and more trustworthy, guiding you with a clarity you may not have felt before. When you follow these intuitive nudges, you often find that they lead to surprisingly favorable outcomes. It's as if your intuition is now finely tuned to the pulse of the universe, guiding you in alignment with your higher purpose. This heightened sense of guidance makes you feel more connected to something greater than yourself, as if you are now in harmony with the flow of cosmic energy. One of the most remarkable aspects of this glitch is the experience of mirror events, where the external world seems to reflect your inner state. You may notice that the circumstances around you seem to be mirroring your thoughts, feelings, or desires in ways that are too uncanny to ignore. If you're feeling uncertain, the events around you may appear chaotic or unsettling. If you are in a state of peace or clarity, the external world may align itself in a way that reflects this calmness. This mirroring effect reinforces the deep connection between your inner world and the outer reality, showing you that your thoughts and emotions have a direct impact on the unfolding of your life. Finally, you may experience a sense of pre-manifestation energy, where the universe seems to be preparing to bring your desires into fruition. You can feel that something is on the horizon, but the exact path to your desires remains unclear. It's as if the universe is quietly aligning everything behind the scenes, awaiting the perfect moment to reveal the full manifestation of your goals. This feeling of suspense, while frustrating, also carries a sense of excitement and anticipation, as you sense that the next step of your journey is about to unfold. As we've explored these 5 glitches, you've witnessed how reality itself can shift, twist, and bend in mysterious ways, urging you to question everything you thought you knew. From the shifting perceptions of self to the cosmic alignment guiding your every step, these glitches reveal a deeper truth, that your inner world truly shapes your external reality. The more you understand these glitches, the more you align with the forces that drive the universe itself. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, know that this act of connection is just like opening a door to new possibilities in your own life. When you share this with others, you're sending out that energy of alignment and helping someone else experience the shifts that come with awareness. And by subscribing, you're committing to staying on this path, ensuring that the flow of transformation continues to guide you toward your highest potential. Like, share, and subscribe, and watch how the universe responds